Then there go that shine. What it is, you guys, it is your girl Kadlac. Yes, I'm Kadlac Dixon. I'm gonna draw my life prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. Open, because you got to hold your breath for justice. To see justice before it all fades to bleak. Yes, hiss ya, girl, Cadillac. Girl, we're here again. Storage full. Y'all know that your girl can't have a phone too long before that storage go to full, girl. And then once your phone storage full, it is so hard to get your storage back. It's like I don't care how much you delete, it just I don't know. I don't care how many videos I delete. It just gives me no time to record. Like I had a 1 minute, enough for 1 minute video. And y'all know I am long winded. So I said, just forget it. Let's see if I could do it live. Y'all know the challenge I was going through with my content where I was trying to keep up. Like no matter what happens, I try to keep my channel going. So I try to I need to do my locks. Like this is just but I try to keep my channel going. So whatever hurdle is thrown in my way, that's why I don't have the crisp, clean, perfect content that most vloggers, YouTubers, or whatever content creators have. Girl, my stuff be me. And I'm not perfect, and I'm nowhere near perfect, and I don't even try to be perfect, girl. But that's why my content is like that, because I think it's with me, it's more so what I'm saying that I want to be, the focal point. But I know we live in a society that is kind of aesthetic based, so I know I don't meet that criteria right now. Oh, I skipped a syllable. Criteria right now. But girl, I don't know. I got to keep it moving. And y'all just with me for the ride. Y'all see the real me. So today, did I do my intro? Girl, I can't even remember. Oh, I did. I did. That's short term memory, girl. Yes. But God is good. Let me tell y'all. Y'all know how I was telling my testimonies. So I'm going to dip back and forth between that. Y'all know I love to run my mouth about criminal justice reform, prison reform, and wrongful convictions. So you know I get into that. And then I forget, oh, yeah, I was over here telling my testimony. What happened to that, right? Because all that I went through is not for naught. Even though it be feeling like it, I be feeling like sometimes I just went through the ringer and it was like no purpose in this, because I be like thinking it's gonna turn around. Like I guess I've been looking for a drastic turnaround that I don't think it's nothing drastic. It's like going from the pits to the palace. Like most likely going from the pit to the palace, it's like one step at a time to get out the pit. And then you get to ground level. And then it's gonna be a minute before I get to that palace, right? But I was looking for that drastic turnaround. But no matter what, no matter how slow my steps are, no matter because I always said I make the smallest baby steps, but I have always been growing. Even though it is slower, I do feel like I don't know, everything in my life feels like I've just gotten there like super late. Like the party's packed up and gone. And I'm just arriving like that, literally. Or you just not getting to church and they about to do the little benediction and I'm just not getting here. Or whatever. I just feel like my whole life I have just always been behind, girl. But you know I always hung in there though. But I was telling y'all the issues about dealing with not only my physical limitations, but also some mental limitations that really make life like kind of difficult for me. The same situations may not freak out people that are not dealing with the issues that I deal with, but for me, they freak me the gel out. And I can literally go into meltdown mode, right? So today, like y'all know, I do not start my day. My feet do not hit that ground before just meditating and reading Bible verses or listening to Bible verses, the audio Bible. But I don't get out that bed before my spirit is fed because, girl, sometimes I look at that floor and it's like it's hot lava. Have you ever got up and it's like you just, I don't want to even get out this bed today. I don't even want to face this illusion, this matrix, this whatever this is. I so don't even want to get out this bed because the moment you get out the bed, it's like you're running, running, running. So when I have a pressing issue or I have something that needs to be done, it's like it feels like it's like something that just hovers over my head. But now remember, I don't have just one thing, I have a million things. So it feels like a million little things orbiting around my head, and I don't feel free until they're done. So I had a pressing issue, and I always I feel like I've let it get away from me because I'm dealing with the ADHD. And with ADHD, you do a lot of avoiding because small, minute things that don't bother the regular average Joe bothers your girl, or Joanne bothers your girl. And I'm like, so I know I kind of press to my limit of my deadlines and stuff. And I don't know. So I actually pray and I ask God for a grace period. Like I know He already gave me a grace period, and I already know that I probably should have already dealt with this issue, but I just pray for His grace, right? And He usually does extend grace over whatever issue I am praying for grace over. So I really feel like every move I make is the wrong move. So I don't want to make no moves. I don't want to make no choices, no decisions without consulting the Lord first. Like, so that's why I'm just praying and just sometimes I feel like I may not be making the right decision, but then hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, that God was actually leading me. I wasn't, because like sometimes it doesn't feel so present that you're making the decision that, well, for me, that I am making the decision that is God's decision for my life, right? I don't know how to phrase it. Like knowing the difference between am I deciding this, girl, because I don't trust myself. I hope I'm not making this decision, or is this me making the decision off of what I'm feeling the Holy Spirit is leading me to do? That's what I'm trying to say. Making sure it's not me, because girl, I be going the wrong way. My GPS is off. So I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do, but in the end, I found out that I missed my deadline. For some reason in my mind, it was the 28th was my deadline. And no, it was the 23rd. Very similar. They both look circular. It was the 23rd. So I had two things to do. So I was like, which one do I do? And I was like, no, freak it all. I'm gonna hang with my granddaughter. Like we're gonna have granddaughter, grandmommy day. And at the last minute, I said, okay, I think I could push this off to Monday because Monday's the 27th. So my deadline is Tuesday. So freak it. I'm going to have a play day with my granddaughter. Then I'm going to go on to work and I'm going to record a video. And I'm not going to have any of those stressful things in my life today. And when I did that, I had asked somebody that was reminding me about the date, like, could they let me know when the deadline was and what it was I needed? And that's when I read the screenshot and the thing says the deadline was the 23rd. And I'm like, so it passed? I missed the deadline. So I immediately jump up, call the person. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I missed the deadline. I thought in my mind that it was the 28th. And that's why I don't really like to depend on my own mind. Like, girl, I have to journal everything. But when I get too busy to journal, I start falling by the wayside with things. So they had mercy on me. They said, just get it in by Monday. So deadline was extended. So God touched that person's heart to extend that grace, right? And he actually was leading me, because if I had did what I thought I should have done, if I had been doing that, because remember I said I had two pressing issues I had to deal with, but I said I could push that one off till Monday. So had I not pushed that one off to Monday, I would have been trying to do it today, and I would have not been able to catch that discrepancy with the other thing. So God really has grace on me, because, girl, my mind be all over the world and back, like, for real. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know how much of a mess I am sometimes. But God still loves me, because he still be waiting on me. He still has grace on me, because it feels like I be fumbling everything. But anyways, that was just a quick little testimony. All right, guys. I got one more thing, but I got some notes. I got a couple of notes, but I'm just going to do it in another video. I be long-winded. I know I got to separate my content. I'm trying to, I've been had my several different channels, because it's been hard to niche down. That is what they have been preaching from the beginning of YouTube, to niche, 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 and grow fast by niching, which some of these rules don't pertain to me, because the niche that I'm in is a suppressed niche. They don't want that cat out the bag, allegedly. So no matter what tactics or maybe what do they call those? Dang, why can't I think of the word right now? But you know, the little tips and tricks, like, it's a specific word for it, that like kind of work to get your social media and your different things moving, because of my subject matter being kind of shadow banning, suppress your content, allegedly type topic. A lot of those things don't always work for me. Like, if I could just let that go and just do some of these other topics, trending topics, things that, just don't matter in my heart like that. But if I could do that, right, then my content could kind of grow. But because I'm sticking to, I made my decision, I'm sticking to it. Like, I could be a content creator that's just doing it for money. I probably, if I would leave the criminal justice reform, prison reform, wrongful conviction, if I would leave that alone, most likely I could have been monetized like when I started a long time ago. I've been on this channel 10 years. 10 years of what? Oh, my contact. I'm sorry. Really, my contact's starting to bother me now. But 10 years, I probably could have been like monetized and then left this old job, all the things that I wanted. But it's just, I don't want to do those subject matter. It's just like when I was rapping. I didn't want to do the female type rapper song, sexual matter, and talking about my bag and talking about superficial, shallow stuff that does nothing for anybody's soul, not my soul or nobody else's soul. It changes nothing. It leaves no, it's not lasting. It's no substance. And I definitely did not, I don't know. So it's like I choose either stay true to myself, which is what I'm gonna do, stay true to who God made me, or basically like sell out and just do it for the love of money. Now, I can add to the pot. That's why I have my other channels where I'm definitely going to do this. And I can do the other things on the other side. So that's why I say I got to start separating out my content. Because I do some, lighthearted things or whatever. So those can be like separate. My content about criminal justice reform and all of that won't be pulling down the other content. So most likely plan B, C, D, those channels would have been monetized by now and most likely will get monetized before this channel ever does. But this is my passion. This has been my purpose. This has been my life's work. Project Reach the World. Though I ain't even reached my own backyard. My own backyard. Ain't even reached that. But I got some golden people that have been riding with me. There's some real ones out here that have really been supporting me from day one. It's some real ones that have been supporting me from Facebook. And girl, before Facebook, some real ones that supported your girl from MySpace. I have literally been advocating for my husband's freedom since MySpace. You may not even know what MySpace is. You may be that young, but it's been that long. But I have like one person from MySpace era, then it's one from Facebook, then it's somebody that I actually knew, like they actually knew me when I was going through this stuff with just Marcella just going up the road. And they actually have been supporting me since then. I have someone from when Marcella was at Lake Correctional, 10 years ago now, that's supported me, been supporting me from platform to platform, from YouTube to TikTok. So I don't have a lot, but I got some golden people. I really do. And I thank you. I love you. And I really appreciate you because when nobody else would support me, you have been here supporting me. And even when everybody thought I was crazy, probably still do. Sometimes when I myself thought I was crazy, you were still here supporting me. Then I got some new people that come in and I don't know. It's just been an experience. And I just can't, I know I'm almost out of this lifestyle, right? This alternative lifestyle. My family has kind of grown up and we're kind of all going our own directions or whatever. And this is kind of not the most pressing issue in our lives. Girl, that means time to go. But it's just so, I don't want to leave this world the way it is. Like, I don't want these little baby boys, like when they completely have futures, they completely could be, whatever happened to when we used to ask the little kids, what did you want to be? You can be anything you want to be. And the kid actually could be if we weren't thwarting their growth, stunting their growth, and allegedly trying to gear them towards prison doors just because it pays and makes us allegedly live more cushy. Like, how could you live with yourself? I wouldn't even want wealth if I knew that was what I had to make it off of. I've heard so many lawyers that say once they realize how this game really is, they completely want to quit being lawyers. Because once they realize the way that it's not really the way that they think it is, it's not all that justice. And a lot of times, like I tell you that dream where I thought I was fighting good. I'm sorry, I thought I was fighting evil. I was good fighting evil and quickly found out I was the bad fighting the good. I was on the wrong side. And they find that out and realize, wait, this is nothing like I thought it was. Even going through all this schooling, they taught us about justice, constitutional rights and laws and this and that. And then in the field, you're like, what? I have to do what? And you got to look at people where you're basically in between the person in their life changing forever. It's having someone's life in your hands. You truly do. And when a person is incarcerated, their family is incarcerated with them, right? So it's not only their life, you have a whole family's life in your hands. And the work you do or the lack of work you do directly affects the rest of this person's life. It could. It has the potential to doing it. And once you realize the weight that you carry and realize that you're expected to throw these cases allegedly a lot of times, or you're expected to have your hand out to a person that really needs you but can't afford, because this justice system allegedly, it targets the poor. It targets the poor, and it's for a reason. It's for a reason that it targets the poor. And the thing is, if it was true justice, it wouldn't be the sole basis of your pockets, your net worth. How does your net worth determine the amount of justice you receive? But the truth in our system, it does. How could net worth be tied to guilt or innocence? In real life, not in the Matrix allegedly, net worth doesn't have anything to do with if you're guilty or innocent. You could be a poor, guilty person, or you can be a poor, innocent person, right? But the poor, innocent person stands no chance in the justice system. And the guilty, abundant, rich person stands no chance of actually receiving justice that they truly deserve, because they allegedly got the money to get out of it. It's about that, y'all. I don't know how to break it down to y'all, but it's... So we got some rich criminals out here on the street, and we got some poor, innocent people in prison. And that makes you feel safer, because that's why you don't want to reform. But I can't go through this and then forget that there's others that this same situation is going to impact. It's just like the Underground Railroad. Like, Rosa Parks And other freedom fighters, they got free. But what is your freedom without the rest of your people being free? Right? Well, were we ever truly 100% free like God intended? I don't think. Not in this. They call this the it was a song said it's the prison planet. Girl. But you free as you can be, right? On this prison planet, allegedly. Right? But what good is it without the freedom of others being free? Your freedom while watching someone else be imprisoned is not true freedom. That's why I can't 100% be free until my other half is free. My body's free, but some part of me is very much doing time with Cello Jackson. Now, I am going to admit that there was more of me incarcerated when this first happened. I didn't know how to be free at all. It was like I was incarcerated right along with him. But over the years, I learned how to be freer. And I've done so much. People think I've just sat here and waited on him. Baby, no. If you really knew what your girl been doing, like, I've done the prison wife thing too, but I've done almost everything else in life as well. Right? Full-heartedly. No holding back. Not taking from this to give to prison wife life. No, baby. We was doing everything in the above. That's why your girl's so worn out and tired now. But yeah, I just need him free on this side. And yeah. But anyways, totally off the brain. Wasn't even girl, how I be getting so off track. But it's your girl Kadlac. Alright, talk to y'all later. Meet you in the next video. I'm gonna try to work on clearing out that storage, because this is not gonna work, because sometimes these videos be pixelated and I record a whole long thing because I be long-winded and stuff, and then it's pixelated. Ugh.